child, I know you're hurt and you can't let go. It's not your fault and you don't deserve all the bad and the hurt. I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. All your life you've tried to be a good man inside. Did everything that you thought you should. Didn't seem to do you any good. I know you've tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer will you suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. I know you tried so hard. I know you've done your part. It's not fair. You did your time. How much longer suffer in this life? But don't give up. Just hold on tight. It'll be alright. Space, a little time for myself when I'm stressed and upset. You know me better than anyone I know. Darling, we have been to hell and back. That's how I know this is forever. All the years, every single tear, all the regrets and all the fuck-ups, breakups, bumps in the road. We've been until we break. We keep crashing down, but baby we got up. Yeah, look at us now. After all these years, yours and mine, it's you and I. I know you better than anyone you know. Yeah, I know exactly how you bottle things up inside.